Hey there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Robbinsville, New Jersey. Now, we're here for a little bit of food review. And I know what you're saying, food review. Joe, you bring us Adventures in Oddity and Kitsch. How does that fit? Well, we're about to go get a tomato pie. It's like pizza. We'll go over that too. But it's special because we're about to eat mustard pie. That's right. You didn't hear us wrong. We didn't say mushroom pie. We said mustard pie. It's like pizza with mustard. We'll go over what it all is about. But we get to bring you along, do a food review of mustard pie. Now, mustard pie sort of is, and it's only found really around that Trenton, Robbinsville, Hamilton area of New Jersey.
Yeah.
We travel the world. Pizza's my favorite food.
It's not
I try to eat it everywhere. I've never seen mustard pie anywhere but here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to try it here and tell you what we think of it. So, if you like food, adventures, oddities, us, this video, you should like it. You should subscribe to our channel. Comment down below. Are there any weird pizzas that we don't know about? Did you know about mustard pie? All right. But we're going to head in and do this. So step right up. Let's go for this ride. But before we go in, you see that sign? Papa's Tomato Pie, the oldest tomato pie restaurant in the United States. It's the oldest family-owned and continuously run pizzeria in USA, established in 1912 in Trenton. It moved to this location. Well, it moved here in 2013. Giuseppe Papa, an immigrant from Naples, Italy, when he came here in 1910, started to work at Joe's on Clifton Avenue at the age of 15. Now, Joe's on Clifton Avenue in Trenton was Trenton's first pizzeria. But in April of 1912, Giuseppe, aka Joe Papa, he opened Papa's Tomato Pie. And he made the dough by hand, and the pizzas were cooked in a coal-fired oven. He would peel and cook the tomatoes, used fresh olive oil, fresh mozzarella. Adeline, his wife, made meatballs and sauce, and he was living the American dream. He was actually one of the first Italian businessmen in Trenton. Well, you see, Joe and Adeline had a daughter, Teresa, who was known as Tessie. And when Dominic, known as Abby Azzaro, started working at Papa's in 1945, soon the two of them were married. And in 1965, when sadly Joe passed away, Abby and Tessie took over the business. But as of now, their son, Nick, he runs the family business. And he started working for them at a young age, but now he took over fully. And it's still the same family, 3 generations. Now I know you're asking us 2 questions. First, what is a tomato pie? Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a pizza, but the sauce is actually on top of the mozzarella. And now you're probably wondering, what's a mustard pie?
Yeah.
Well, a mustard pie, you see, is sort of the same thing, but it's dough, mustard, cheese, sauce. And you have to remember, Joy.
What?
You gotta use the spicy brown mustard.
Ooh.
Not any of that yellow mustard. Spicy brown. And the legend has it, mustard pie actually was invented by a man named Bill Schuster. He owned Schuster's, another pizzeria in Trenton. And the legend is a drunk person came in and was like, give me a mushroom, asking for a mushroom. And Bill heard mustard and made a mustard pie, the first mustard pie. And it caught on and it became a thing. And when Schuster shut down, one of Schuster's employees came and worked at Papa's Tomato Pie and was like, Nick, we should make one of these mustard pies. And Nick went, all right. And now this is supposedly the spot you go to get the mustard pie. That's what we're gonna do. Mustard pie, like a tomato pie, like pizza, but with mustard and the sauce on top. There it is, Papa's Tomato Pies. Oh yeah. A lot of other food besides it. I love the old photos. See right there, home of the mustard pie. Celebrating 110 years. That was last year. Imagine, 111-year-old pizza parlor. The oldest tomato pie restaurant in the United States. There is 16-inch large mustard pie. Thin layer of spicy mustard between the crust and cheese topped with tomato. There is Nick, my grandfather Giuseppe Papa, my father Dominic, and I would like to thank all of our past and present customers for your continued patronage and support. Love you all, Nick. They even got birch beer.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Joy, birch beer by the pitcher. I think we're going to get a large mustard pie and also a small plain tomato pie, just so we could try the famous Trenton tomato pie, even though we are here for the mustard pie. We have an added treat under sandwiches, a pork roll with cheese. We haven't even told you about pork roll. Got the good birch beer. While waiting for the mustard pie, we got our pork roll sandwich with cheese. Now you might be wondering, what is pork roll? You know how different areas have their own food? Like Philly has the Philly cheesesteak, or just cheesesteak if you're in Philly. Well, Jersey, they have tomato pie and pork roll. Pork roll is also known as Taylor ham. Parts of Jersey know it as Taylor ham, parts of Jersey know it as pork roll. Technically, it's a company named Taylor's Pork Roll, but that's why the product is pork roll. You couldn't call it ham. The government ruled because the way it's made isn't as proper as ham. But it is a New Jersey food, and we are in New Jersey, so we're gonna try a pork roll sandwich. So you want me to cut it in half this way or this way?
That way. The other way is not gonna be good.
We got it.
It's good. It's meaty. It's very salty, but it's not like, imagine if you could take the smoke out of bacon and it just be good, meaty, salty flavor. Got savory. Even though it's thin, it got a nice chew to it, and the cheese melting makes it really good. And Joy's commenting that I probably have cheese coming down my face or something. It's almost when you have a beard. It happens. Eating behind the camera there. So good. So we got our small tomato pie. You see how what I mean by the sauce is on top of the cheese? That's what makes it different than pizza. But nice thin crust. You hear that crisp when we get the fold. And my favorite thing about it is you actually taste the tomato. You could taste the roastedness of the tomato. It tastes like you're eating a fresh tomato that was just made into sauce.
Like, I think down where we are, you taste more of like cheese.
Yeah.
With the tomato sauce. Like here it's
more tomato
with all the tomato sauce.
The main event has arrived. What I like is you can actually see the more yellow of the cheese from the mustard through compared to the regular tomato pie. But don't be fooled. There is mustard. It doesn't look it. We can smell it right now.
Actually does on this side.
Oh, spin it around. Show me the mustard, Joy. You see the mustard peeking through the crust? You see a little patch here.
I feel like that's fun.
See right there? Spicy brown mustard. The moment of truth, biting into a piece of mustard pie. So what do you think, Joy?
It's so good.
It's funny because it doesn't sound like something that would go good.
It does, because it has like, it's definitely like the regular tomato pie. Like, you definitely do taste more of tomato sauce. But then you have that like the spicy brown mustard in there, which gives that nice little like tang and kick to it. I like it.
All right, bite with all the mustard. What Joy is saying is so good.
It's really good.
It really feels like I'm eating like a knish mixed with pizza. There's no potato on it, but just that little accent of mustard because it was on top of the crust. So when the crust gets crispy, you taste the mustard like into the dough. It's so good. And on top of talking about that, look how nice that crust is.
They don't.
That is delicious. And it's not like Joe's Lunchbox who likes eating weird food. No. If you were in this area of Jersey, come here and try mustard pie. Change your world. The only bad thing is, then you have to come here because you're going to want more mustard pie. But worth the trip. Last bite, I took off too much cheese. You see all that mustard baked underneath? It's not like a little bit of mustard. There's a solid mustard in there. It's so good. Listen to the crunch. This is delicious. We came, we saw, we conquered. 2 slices of beach pie left. We ate the whole pork roast sandwich. Not bad. We still have a 2.5 hour car ride home. So we got road snacks. And I'll probably have to stop because we did drink a whole pitcher of birch beer. I love the family photo. It was a little busy, so we didn't film inside. But we had to pay inside, and we wanted to show you some photos. We have a newspaper from the Trentonia in 1964. And we actually have that Papa's Tomato Pies. Open daily from 4 p.m. to 3 a.m. Remember back in the day, we'd stay open till 3 a.m. to serve breakfast for people leaving early to go to work. We have another newspaper article from August 2nd, 2011, and right there you see it. This is the oldest family-run pizza restaurant in the United States. And that is Nick in the photo. And here is his son, Donnie, making pizza. So Joy,
Yes.
we came for mustard pie. We ended up having mustard pie, pork roll, tomato pie, leaving with 4 slices. What's your take on Papa's tomato pies and mustard pies overall in general?
I actually like, well, I like the mustard pie. I really do. The tomato pie actually, it was pretty good. It was a little different just because, like I said, us being where we are, I'm so used to being like a certain way with the pizza. But it was still good.
It is delicious. I'm happy we got to come here to Papa's Tomatoes Pies and to take you along with us and to try mustard pie. Little food review. It's good. It works. It gets the thumbs up. I like pizza. I like tomato pie. And I like mustard pie. They're all delicious.
Yep.
So you should, if you're ever in this part of New Jersey. In fact, a lot of you might not know like where Trenton really is. If you go to Six Flags Great Adventure, we're down the road. We're like 15, 20 minutes away. Make the trip after you leave Six Flags. Mm-hmm. Get yourself some mustard pie. Mm-hmm. Give it a try. Mm-hmm. I think we call it though.
I think so.
Mustard pie here at Papa's Tomato Pies. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. Are you taking the good eats and running?
Mine.
Eat me. Eat me.
I kind of want to try some.